Hello? Are we live? Hello! It's Jake Glassmeyer here, checking in again. It's Wednesday, the 25th of March. The year is 2026. The machines are going to take over in 3 years, according to Terminator movies. So we should probably get into I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe we should get into the stream here. Got some interesting stuff to talk about today. Got some auctions we're going to go over, some live auctions, some results, some comparisons as usual, and then some comps. And we will also be going over a little bit of car news. There's not a whole lot going on since Monday, but a little bit of car news, some good car news, good news. With that, all that being said, let's get into it, ladies and gents. Ladies and gents, get into this whole thing. All right, so first thing we can kind of talk about, got some auctions closing today. Let's see, these are the new auctions closing today. These were auctions that closed a couple days ago on Monday, the 23rd. So these were things that we kind of looked up. We were talking about some of these cars, that Brabus, and some of these other vehicles. But I kind of want to go over this so we can look at some hammer prices on these. And then maybe we can look at some more stuff. But first thing I wanted to look at, Aston wanted to check in on this DB11. 96 grand, 2 days left on this bad boy. My word, I love these cars so much. We'll watch that one close, just because I like DB11s. And the Brabus did not sell, but was bid to 93. Hell of a car, heck of a car. Peak. It's like a Bentley, but Mercedes. It's the Mercedes-Benz Bentley, but Brabus. So very rare car. And we have the Evora GT that sold for 80 grand. 80 grand. That's quite a bit. Let's look at some other Evoras here. I think we already did, but I just actually no, we didn't. We didn't go over any comps. So yeah, as I was saying, I remember on Monday, this is the peak. This is the Evora to get right here. The color, it's got the carbon pack, it's got the color, and it has the interior leather and Alcantara pack. And you can tell because this interior is covered in Alcantara and leather everywhere. And it's very nice as far as Lotuses go. And this makes this car very desirable. All of these things going for it. And the low miles, this is a very later model, desirable vehicle. And went for considerably more money than these other Lotuses that we have here. I mean, we can see... I mean, this is crazy. I wonder if these things are just going up in value. What's going on? This is just an older model, I think. It's quite a bit older. But we can look. This one, doesn't have the special interior package. So it's just leather and, it's a little more basic. It's a more basic vehicle. But geez. Really like the way it looks. It's different than the new one. You can see that this front grille it's more simple. It's more simple. And I think I don't know. I think I might prefer this older design. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of wild how much more these go for the newer year with the right packages. Here, we can look at these pictures a little bit more. I kind of like got right out of them. Forged wheels. Nice interior. And pretty basic. It looks very Lotus. It looks kind of Spartan with leather. Spartan with leather. That's what a Lotus interior is like. Spartan, but with leather. Okay, it's got the tech pack. Premium pack, sport pack, black pack. Wow, this has got a lot of packs. It's got the air conditioning. Gotta have that. That's how basic these cars were. Oh, we've got my Ferrari FF that we were looking at on Monday. That's coming up here for 100 grand. These sell for between 100 and 120. Not surprised there. 80 grand. That's top money for an Evora. And I'd say it, deserves it. It's kind of got everything going for it. But you can see, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you like this new grille? These newer updated, I mean, they don't make Evoras anymore, but do you like this updated one or do you like the old one? There's a 21. Wow. Wow, there's one that's like kitted out. I hate it. I really like this one. I love the blue and red. I think that's really cool. Interior, I wonder who's selling this. It's a Bitcoin guy. Likes Bitcoin. I'm in crypto too. I do crypto stuff. Spencer nuts. Laser blue. It's a good color. Laser blue. It's definitely like a laser. Wow. I just think these are awesome, man. Especially compared to like a Porsche. You compare this to something like a Porsche or a Mercedes SLK, Mercedes SL. I feel like that's what this can compare to. This is going to be obviously more sporty. It's going to be lighter. It's going to have like less amenities as far as like power steering. If it does even have power steering, it's going to be heavy, like these are very analog cars. I think maybe that's the one I don't like. Some of these I straight up don't like. Wow, I really like this. I think the orange is really, really cool. I had a neighbor one time he drove a Lotus Exige, which is I'll show you guys what the Exige is. If you don't know already, it is an Elise. It's a Lotus Elise, but it's got a roof on it, and it has a roof scoop. It has a roof scoop. I repeat, it has a roof scoop. And he drove it. And was it orange? It actually might have been white now that I'm thinking about it. It's funny how this reminded me of his, but anyway. I think he drove a white one. He drove it like as his daily driver. He would pull this thing out of the garage like every day, and he'd like drive it every day, like, do his thing. Yeah. Seemed like a cool guy. I never really talked to him. I was kind of doing my thing at the time. I was pretty busy, but yeah, cool car. Lotus, very cool. Very cool Lotuses. So yeah, 80 grand. 80 grand for that bad boy. Brabus didn't sell. All roads. Firmament blue. What a name for a color. Beautiful name. Beautiful color. It's a nice car. I've always had a thing for all roads, Audi all roads. I just think it's a great, like, it's like an SUV, because the all road's going to be lifted, or it's going to have air suspension so you can lift itself. So you can have SUV ground clearance, but you're going to be able to retain the car driving dynamics, because it is a car. It's a hatchback. It's a car that is a hatchback. So I've always kind of enjoyed this. It's kind of it's a really good all-around vehicle, the way I see it. It sold for $60,000. Whew, it's a lot of money. I mean, it's a pretty new car, though. This is a pretty new car. How do these look these days? I mean, it looks like a new Audi. Mostly curious about the interior. Has this interesting sarder brown with this wood. Very nice. Very nice car. I love these all roads. I just think they're great. STI. Macan GTS. I'm just curious how much it went for. 50 grand for the GTS. These are great cars, as far as driving experience. But I hear they just have problems. They have powertrain issues. And as much as I really like the style and I love the idea of a smaller Porsche SUV, I don't know if I'd go with one of these, just because of the issues that can really be quite costly. Like, from what I've heard, they have some pretty severe issues with these kinds of vehicles, with this six-cylinder, this V6 that they have. It's not a very good engine. So you got to watch it. You got to maintain it. You probably just have to change your oil like every 3,000 miles. I feel like that kind of solves a lot of problems when cars have like certain kinds of powertrain issues. It's usually just, if you just replace the oil like religiously, like really often, like 3,000 miles, that it can really, really help the life of the car. If you have like, I don't know. Let's see what kind of issues these have. It's my show. We're going to talk about Macan issues. Great reliability. Okay, transfer case failures. Timing chain cover. Oh, that's not even that bad, bro. This isn't even that bad. Maybe I'm wrong. Into proper maintenance. Porsches are highly engineered precision machines. Spoken like a true Porsche guy. He's right, though. I'm not a Porsche guy. I'm not a Porsche guy, okay? I'm not a Porsche. Every Porsche guy says that. Doug is secretly a Porsche guy, but he'll never admit it. Listen, I'm not a Porsche guy. I've only owned 5 Porsches. I'm not a Porsche guy. Yeah, I have a Carrera GT. It's the peak. It's the best Porsche. But no, I'm not a Porsche guy. I actually believe Doug. I don't think Doug is a Porsche guy. But I think every car guy kind of has to be a Porsche guy in some capacity, because Porsches, no matter how you dice it, Porsches are very good cars. I mean, they're the benchmark for sports cars in a lot of different classes. You have cheaper, things like Boxsters and Caymans and things like that, and then you go all the way up to 911s, And then you go all the way up to, 911 GT3s, GT2s, which I don't think a GT2 exists anymore, but you know what I'm saying. So maybe they aren't that bad of cars. Maybe I've just been lied to. I could have swore I've done research into this topic before. Reliability, Macans, and they aren't good, but maybe it was a Mandela effect. Who knows? What a car. What a car. It's probably the best car on sale today, objectively. Probably better, especially now since the Model X is no longer on sale. Yeah, I said it. Model X was the best car that you could get objectively. It's got the most, well, the Cybertruck kind of takes it now. Cybertruck has got space, it's got lots of storage, it's fast, it's efficient, it's indestructible, it's, I don't know, it's everything except maybe if you don't like Elon Musk, that's a deal killer for you. I get it. Or if you just don't like the way the Cybertruck looks, I could understand that. I think it looks really cool. It's kind of crazy how people don't like it. Gosh, I think they're cool looking. It looks cool. It's like so angular and cool. And I think people don't like it literally because it's a Tesla. I really think that that's why people don't like it, because it's a Tesla, and people have big, strong opinions about Tesla and Elon Musk. So, F-150 Raptor. I mean, this was the ultimate car you could get before the Cybertruck. A Raptor. It does everything. I mean, it does everything you want it to do. It will go fast. It will carry people in it. It will carry stuff in the back. It will carry a pallet of lumber. It will carry a pallet of chocolate milk. It will carry, a large barrel of birthday cake. I don't know what I'm talking about. Random stuff. But it will do all these things. 80 grand. This is just the Raptor. It's not even the R. And it's lifted. This is a really nice setup. I like this. I like it. It looks cool like that. Looks very cool. Pretty cool. Cool car. M5, baby. M5, Model 3 Performance. Very nice. Corvette convertible. Accord with a V6. Let's see what this went for. I'm curious. I'm curious because this is a really peak twin turbo 3000 GT, but it's a Japanese market, so it's right-hand drive, so it's going to be cheap. We'll see how cheap. 31. That's a lot. It went for a lot, even being a Japanese market car. That just shows how kind of rare these are in good condition. There are people who really like this because in some ways you could consider this to be one of the kings of the 90s Japanese sports car craze. This thing kind of came and it just had the most power, and it just had a lot of stuff going for it. Now these are heavy cars, but they have power, and they've got a lot of stuff, a lot of technology and stuff. 4-wheel steering, crazy. These wheels apparently too. These wheels, I don't really know this stuff that much, but these are really nice wheels on this car. What are they? They're Ray's Volk racing wheels. Big deal if you're into that stuff. 18-inch Catback exhaust, Recaro seats, wheels, GTC wheels. These are all-wheel drive too. That's why these are so heavy, I think, man. It's like four-wheel steering, all-wheel drive, twin-turbo V6, leather interior, sunroof. I don't think this one has a sunroof, but you know, it's just got like a lot of stuff going. Rear wiper. That's added weight. Cloth. It's not leather. Silicone vacuum lines. That's a great idea. That's a great idea because that silicone will not degrade if it's like medical grade silicone. We're going to look at this. We're going to look at this Mazda RX-2 here. That's a cool car. It's cool. This is peak 90s Japanese sports car right here. Right-hand drive. It's from Japan. It is from Japan, and that is why it is like this. Look at that, though. It's cool. Cool little screen for the climate control. I like screens. I like little screens that they used to put in that were like, you know, not color screens, but I like that kind of stuff in like older cars. They would add little screens, little little digital screens or CRT screens in like 80s cars. Cool stuff. I love that. The V90 T6. Inscription. Polestar optimized with a climate package. Twin charged 4-cylinder, meaning supercharged and turbocharged. 32 grand. It's actually like decent price. This is peak Volvo right here. Peak. The V90 is like the top luxury wagon from Volvo. I've always been a big fan of the S90, the sedan. They're very rare. This is the V90. Look how nice it is. Very nice. So Swedish. So Swedish, this Volvo. Everything about it. Very Swedish. Swedish. Just beautiful, the way they do things. I love it. If you like Volvos, this is the one. 32 grand, you get 57,000 miles. Let's see, how we doing? We got any chats? When will I get some chats, guys? When am I going to get some chats? How do you view live chat? Is this about to be a So yeah, there's no Chad. Okay, let's get out of this. Is this about to be a? So yeah, there's no Chad. Let's get back on topic, ladies and gents. Back on topic here. V90, very nice V90. 71 Datsun 240. Defender 110. Wow. It's an interesting comparison. FJ Cruiser and a Defender. I mean, they're not really very comparable. FJ Cruiser is old school and not very luxurious. Defender is quite luxurious and new school. New school. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, look at this. 14 grand for this. Lexus LX. She is outfitted for war. 237,000 miles. She's just getting started. Just getting started. Many, many more miles. Let's just see the interior. I mean, the interior's holding up. Sony head unit. That's cool. Wow, look at those seats. Really good condition. Check engine light on. The seats are in such good condition. How are the seats in that good condition? I'm actually really curious. That's kind of insane. They're perfect. These seats are in like brand new condition. The seats on my new car, my 2024, is like, they're worse. Like Napa leather seats, and they're worse than this. They're supposed to be good. What is it? What's the problems? What problems does it have? It's got a lot of stuff. Oh, it's got seat covers. Nice seat covers, bro. That's why they look so good. Broken rear cup holder. It's got some problems. It's got some problems, but it's a nice car, man. It's cool. And I like Lexus LXs. I like them. The Rentec S-Class. It's got the Rentec tune. Those HRE wheels. Blacked out S-Class with HRE wheels. What does it have on it? Body control. It's got active body control, so it just kind of like stays level. I wonder how that works, if it's like hydraulic or what. Panoramic sunroof, leather, wood, heated and ventilated, front and rear seats. Wow, these really did have a lot. Okay, they are HRVs. They're painted black, though. I don't know if I like the black, but I like these Benzes. I like the S-Class Benzes. When this thing came out, it was just so advanced. So much more advanced than anything else. This generation of S-Class. This is the one to get. Oh, and this is the V12. I didn't even know. S600 twin turbo V12. God, it was bid to $7,400. It's also why I look at these, because it's a whole lot of car for often very cheap. Very cheap. Hey, there's a nice original, an OG, you know. I don't know why. I call these OG Mustangs. It's like an original OG just because of the styling. And this is kind of like where Mustang like started to get serious, as I kind of ranted about before. The generation of Mustang before this, just, I don't know, you could, there's the Terminator Mustang, which was awesome, but they weren't that serious. This seemed like it really embodied the spirit of Mustang and the looks and everything. 9800. Nice car. A V8 Mustang GT. It's got a lot of miles on it, but it looks to be in good condition, and I think these are probably very reliable. They're very simple. I know that. Very simple. An Xterra Pro 4X. Wow. Peak Xterra. Wow, this is nice. And a good price too. 73,000 miles. 13,000 for the top Xterra. Whew. Got the locking diff in the rear, Rockford Fosgate sound system. So nothing too crazy, but the Pro 4X had some stuff on it. I know. And I'm just not sure what it had. Maybe it just came with a roof rack. Bilstein shock skid plates. Okay. So it had some special stuff. The Aston Martin. Well, that's nice. Go through these a little bit. Can kind of delete some of these. This is a really cool car, man. We didn't really talk about this very much, but I mean, I know that the sticker price, who's selling this? Private party. They just didn't want it. They had it for 500 miles. What do you think the story is? Put it in the comments, guys. Why would they sell a Lucid Gravity with 500 miles on it? These are such nice cars. And people are just getting really good discounts because there's like brand new ones selling on here. They're 2026s. And people are getting crazy discounts. I mean, 425 miles, 420 miles of range. That's enough. That's enough mile. That's enough range. It's in Denver. Huh. Oh. It's by Elitch's. That tower is like where Six Flags is. Six Flags Elitch Gardens, which is going to be destroyed soon. They're going to turn it into housing, like a bunch of high-rise condos and shops. And they're going to move Elitch's somewhere to another part of Denver. A little bit of interesting information. This is just such an ultimate car because it's powerful. These handle really well. They're really comfortable, really nice interiors. They ride really well. They have every bit of technology that you would ever want. Wow, look at this. You got some nice macro shots on the seat, on the steering wheel there. I mean, look at that. It's very nice, man. All these, very nice. That's REI. I live here in Denver. Wow. You still haven't pulled the screen. It's a brand new car, man. I feel like this was like a dealer's wife or something, and they just can't sell these things. And so they're like, all right, let's just put it on Cars and Bids. See if we can sell it on Cars and Bids. It's what I would do if I were a dealer. If I were a used car dealer, I would literally like open up a department within my dealership, the online sales department. And I would just be listing some of my more difficult to move cars on like Cars and Bids. And I'd be, I'd set a reserve if I had to. And I would just see if I could move some cars on Cars and Bids. And maybe that's what happened with this. It's just a shame to see these things not really selling. They're just, I think, expensive, and they aren't very cool looking. They are like minivan-like, very minivan-like. But, I mean, it means you get a lot of room. Such a practical car with, such great features, but a little bit overpriced, and people are still just not too keen on the electric thing. They're just not. The Raptor was the greatest car you could purchase until the Cybertruck came. Ha. Ha. Sorry, not sorry. Cybertruck is the best car ever made. Ha. It really is. Cybertruck is it's the most advanced vehicle that you can buy on the market today. You consider the most advanced production car on the market. The 48-volt architecture, four-wheel steering, steer-by-wire, martensitic stainless steel exoskeleton. If you don't know what martensitic means, it is a metallurgical quality of steel. Martensite steel. It's pretty much just what happens to steel when it's really high in carbon and you fold it and pound it or cold roll it in the Cybertruck's case. But like katanas and samurai swords, katanas are martensitic stainless steel, just like the Cybertruck. And it's because it's very high carbon steel, and the katanas, they fold them over and pound them and then fold them and pound them. And they do this like so many times, like hundreds of times, and they're folded. It's got like thousands of folds in it. And that's what, like, it realigns the steel, the like iron and the carbon molecules in the steel to create this new geometry, and it just makes it like extra strong and resistant to corrosion and all kinds of things like that. And that's why the Cybertruck's stainless steel body is bulletproof and pretty much indestructible because it is martensitic, and it is stronger than regular steel. It is literally made from katana steel, which is so cool. And I'm surprised that Elon has never said that, because it's cool. Who wouldn't want a pickup truck made from katanas? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man. Katana pickup truck. It even looks like a katana too, with how like angular it is. Cool stuff. Oh, a GLK. I love these cars. My mom had one. I just think they look good. I just like how it's like squared off and boxy. It's like a baby G-Wagon. It's kind of how, it's like a really baby G-Wagon. Cheap? Wow, so cheap. Geez, I need to buy one of these. Just nice cars. Just nice Mercedes-Benz. They had a nice 6-cylinder. They have a couple little issues that you got to fix. But these are cool cars. The Premium 1 package. What does that have? Power liftgate, auto dimming, rain sensing windshield. Okay. My mom's had that. My mom had the AMG exterior package, so we had 20-inch wheels. It was very similar to this, except just the wheels. I think the only thing that my mom's had was wheels, the AMG, and it was white with black. And aluminum trim, which I liked. At the time, I thought the wood was better, but aluminum fit the car. It's a sporty car. It drives pretty sporty. Drives pretty well. These GLKs, they're slept on for sure. They drive well. They're good cars. Range Rover Sport HSE. That's the top. I don't really like these generation of Range Rover Sports though, if I'm gonna be honest, because this is based on the Land Rover Discovery. It's not even based on the other Range Rover, so I don't really care. Let's see how cheap the Model S went for. $8,700. It's a fast car. It's a Performance Plus, P85 Plus. I wonder what the plus is. It's 416 horse, 265 miles of range. Very nice. Love the wheels. It's a nice car. I mean, for that price, I think it's a good deal. I think it's a good deal. You'll never have to put gas in it. It's going to be really quiet, really smooth. Especially a chick car. I mean, electric cars are just great chick cars. These girls don't usually, not usually, they don't usually think about, oil changes and all kinds of, car maintenance. Electric cars just don't need this regular maintenance. You just do the brakes, and you know when the brakes are going bad because they feel like they're going bad and they make noise. So, great car for a wife or a daughter, or a guy who doesn't want to maintain their car, doesn't really know about cars, doesn't want to maintain it. Great car. I love these Model S's. Cheap now, very cheap, very cheap. Beetle Wizard Speedster. I'm getting pretty tired, but I guess we'll look at this. It is cool. I've never even seen this before. If you like Volkswagen Beetles, this is like the coolest one. What is it? Wizard Roadsters. It's just body kits. Just a body kit. Makes it low slung. Makes it kind of like a Beetle hot rod. Interesting. It's like a little race car Beetle. That's cool. I kind of like it. I do kind of like Beetles. I have a soft spot for them. Just because it is such a quirky German car, Just so German and so quirky and just cool. I just appreciate Beetles for that. So it's cool. All right, got the Daihatsu 325 convertible. Just curious what this went for. How much can you get just a convertible Beamer? $5,000. 95,000 miles. Call it. Spit. Here, shake my hand. I'll buy it for $5,000. Cool car. Nice car. This would be just a fun car, man. It's gonna handle good and just be fun. If you're living in California on a budget, you just moved to San Francisco, and you're on a budget. You're trying to start your own business in San Francisco, or you're just starting a new job and you want a cool California cruiser. This is what you get. You just get a cool little BMW. You fix it here and there, and it's just going to be a cool, stylish little car to drive around. I love it. Very cool, very stylish. The Daihatsu is like a British-looking thing. Weird. Got the Geo Tracker. Got the mini cab dump truck. Couple Japanese cars on here. This Speaking of Jeeps, I had a job interview yesterday, and the interviewer is a huge car guy, and he got his son. His son drives a 2006 Wrangler Golden Eagle edition. I'd never even heard of it. And I told him, like, I'm a car guy and I have a YouTube channel and all that, and he was, probably disappointed that I never even heard of the Golden Eagle before. But I'm not a Jeep guy, and I told him, I'm not like a big Jeep guy or anything. I like Jeeps. But this is it. And it was a 2006. He says his is a '06 just like this, which is the last year of the TJ Wrangler, which is this older one. And he says his is just like this with the gold wheels and the eagle on the hood. It says Golden Eagle on it. So it's cool, if you're into Jeeps and you're into this kind of stuff. I am not that into it. But this is a cool car. Great Colorado car, a Golden Eagle Jeep. It's like, damn, that's a Colorado car if I ever seen one. So yeah, that's all I got for today, ladies and gents. We're gonna keep watching this DB11 because I'm curious, and we're gonna go over a little news. There's not a lot going on. Tremec, so C8 engineers were like, nah, there's no manual. So let's see what Tremec is saying. Okay, Tremec showed something at SEMA last year I wish they wouldn't have shown. It's not real. And Tremec is like, nah, like, we disagree with you, Corvette. We make a 6-speed manual transaxle transmission. We make that. Engineers Tony Rama, Josh Holder speculation, 6-speed transaxle. It's hard to say. Last fall could wind up as factory option for the mid-engine vet. Tremec never claimed. Tremec showed it's not real. Blah 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 blah. New box. Aftermarket replacement. So this seems like this is a transmission if you want to manual swap your C8. If you want a manual swap, you can get this. So that's cool. Yeah, the Palisade and Telluride power rear seats, second seats. Apparently, they don't have any, there's no sensor that senses if something is in the way. So someone apparently lowered the seat and they killed a 2-year-old. Pretty tragic. That's so anticlimactic. I mean, I get it. Anything can kill you if you're 2 years old, but damn, that sucks to be crushed by a car seat. Being 2 years old, crushed by a car seat. That's pretty sucky. R.I.P. R.I.P. It's pretty sad and tragic. Sure, children not not in the rear seat area during power folding operation. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I see that, Kia and Hyundai are doing all they can, but it's like, why did you lower the seat when the kid was there, Kind of weird. Okay. 69,000 units, stop sales, top limited killer. Kia recalling 568 Telluride hybrids. Telluride and Palisade are both places in Colorado, which is interesting. I always thought that was fascinating when these cars came out. So yeah, they've got to go back to the drawing board and fix their power folding rear seats. And then the big news: Dodge Durango. Dodge has got a new V8. They're keeping the V8 in this Durango RT. And that's pretty much all there is to it. It's got like 475 horsepower. It's a Hemi, 392, 6.4 liter Hemi, 475 horse. Way more power, 115 more horsepower than the old RT. So this is pretty much the SRT. And I think they're doing this because maybe the SRT is being phased out. So they're just kind of, consolidating and putting in a V8 in the RT. Adaptive suspension, 6-piston Brembos. This is a pretty cool car. Dodge is not giving up. Stellantis is not giving up. It seems like Stellantis has made some changes lately that are putting it in the right direction. This is one of them. There were some other things that they were doing I kind of forgot right now, but it seems like Stellantis, especially with their American cars, are maybe doing some right things. They're getting rid of their electric cars, or they're just kind of changing course on that. And they're trying to keep their V8s. GTD. Wow. $649,275. So it looks like, if this is correct, 641. Yeah, the GTD just ran the Nürburgring faster than the ZR1X, which I have a hard time believing that. Could be true though. The AMG 1 ran it in 629. I mean, yeah, it really is. It's a street legal supercar with an F1 car powertrain. It really is. The AMG 1 is, it's almost like, who cares, I don't think they sell it here in America, so it's irrelevant. And yeah, kind of a weird car. It's a car that was just kind of announced with minimal fanfare, and people just don't even know what it is. My cousin was like, wait, what is that? Like the other day when we were talking about it, he's like, what's an AMG GT1? It's like, it's an AMG hypercar that they came out with in limited numbers, only in Europe. And it's basically just a race car. Like, it doesn't seem very drivable. This is a stupid prompt, but we'll see. Yeah, okay, they're more engineers, dealer relations. That's important. Dealer relations is really, what was I like looking over there? You're here. Yeah, you got to talk to your dealers, because the dealers know what the people want. They're on the ground and they are talking to the customers, and they know what the people want. They know what's selling and not selling. Shifting focus towards more hybrid models. Yeah, they're doing that. I know Stellantis is trying to do more hybrids. A lot of people are doing that. Boosting U.S. manufacturing, which is good. It's good for America. Yeah, America. Regional leadership. That is so smart. Instead of, making the leaders at the very top make the decisions for, like, markets that are so far away from what they even, consider or think about on a day-to-day basis. NVIDIA, AI, so yeah, they're doing some things, and they're returning the Hemi V8. They're returning the V8s, and they're getting rid of electric cars. I mean, everyone's kind of doing that. Canceling models, slowing production, weaker F-150 Lightning. Yeah, the Honda. We already talked about Honda. Oh yeah, they're canceling the Ram EV. I didn't even mention that. Stellantis is straight up canceling it. So they're not even going to do it, which is smart of them because Ford didn't see that. Ford didn't have the foresight to cancel the Lightning, and neither did GM. They are continuing with the Silverado EV. So this is very interesting. Yeah, they're scrapping, scaling back. So everyone's doing it. Even someone like Stellantis, as stupid as their name is. I hate the name Stellantis, and the name is so emblematic of like what they are. Like they're just this company made up of all these delusional European like businessmen. We will call it Stellantis, and it will be the new standard of automobile in the whole world. And it's just not, bro. Like, it's a stupid name. You should have called it something else, like Global Auto Group or something cool, you know? Global Auto Group. It's like, damn. Or call it just like Badass Auto Group. That's cool. Do something like that instead of Stellantis. Just call it like, yeah. Call it the hella fast auto group. we're the hella fast auto group. What is happening? Jeez, messing up. Well, guys, I think that's about it. This GTD is really proven to be a serious vehicle if it's beating the ZR1X. That's insane. Because this doesn't have that much power. These only have like 815. Okay, it's a lot. But it's not 1200. ZR1X has 1200 horsepower with electric power, which is instant. So, fascinating. Anyway, I'd say that's a good stream for today, guys. We're looking good. I've been a little bit out of focus today, but we kept it under an hour, which is good. It's kind of what I wanted. So yeah, we're looking good. Looking good. I didn't want to stream today, but we did it anyway. And we'll be back on Friday. We'll be back on Friday. Very soon, we're going to talk about more cars and bids, live auctions, and we're going to talk about more news. So hopefully there's some good stuff that transpires between then and now. We'll get back to the DB11 and some other cool cars, and we will be back then. I see I have one viewer. Thank you very much, viewer. I love you. You are awesome, and you are a man or a woman of great taste if you're watching me, because that's what I am, a man of taste. So we'll see you guys later. Till next time, have a great rest of your week until Friday. I'll see you then. Goodbye.